Beautiful namaste. Welcome to our practice today. One of the reasons that I love the grassy knoll here in Kihei, Hawaii is because there's roosters that make their nest way back into the area of the tree lines behind us, the kiawe trees. And so there's this ever-present in the mornings, cock-a-doodle-doo, and it reminds me, wake up, wake up. So this inspires our practice today. It's going to be an easy style flow with some deep stretches for the purpose of waking our body up. All right, let's get started in child's pose at the back of the mat. I'll meet you there. Let's go. Let's find child's pose here with the knees wide, the big toes coming together. Spread the fingers wide and then consciously make an effort to draw this tip of the spine, tip of the tailbone down towards your heels. And then press into the hands, maybe come up into the fingertips and traction the heart forward, lengthening the spine. And then walk the hands out. Continue the journey as it feels interesting and useful in your low back and hips, and melt your heart down, offering yourself to this shape for our practice today. Once you're down there, you might tiptoe the hands a little more forward to get a little secret length that might be hanging out in there, just waiting for you to wake up and see her. And eventually you'll drop your head. Several big, deep, full breaths all the way down into the belly. Commonly known as Balasana, child's pose. I've also heard it called Adho Mukha Virasana, downward facing hero's pose. Eventually, you'll lift your head, gazing forward. You'll use your hands to traction yourself up to cow pose, letting the heart lift and tailbone lift. Roll forward enough where you can tuck your toes under, lift up through the backs of both legs, finding plank pose, navel to the spine, crown in one direction, heels in the opposite. Big inhale. Exhale, hips, tailbone up to the sky now as the heels drop down onto the earth, towards the earth more like it. It's early in the practice. Come up on the tippy toes. Exhale, heels down towards the earth. Tippy toe and drop. Nicely done. Now root down through your hands and feel that from the pinky finger to the thumbs. Stay rooted in the hands. Now more attention into that left foot, ground it, and then let that right leg lift up to the sky. Little point and flex. Some ankle circles, opening up that right ankle, breathing. And then from here, you'll rock forward. You'll drop the right knee down underneath the right hip. You'll kickstand the shin out. You'll spin to the sole of the left foot. Open your heart to the left side and breathe the left fingertips up to the sky. And feel the pressing down of the right hand and the lift of the left. Few deep breaths here. Press down through the pinky toe side of the left foot. Drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Spin the left palm towards the top of the mat and then reach that left arm up and over the head, getting a beautiful stretch all along that left side. Breathing. On your next inhale, bring it back to center. Spin, rotate, left hand down. Spin onto the toes of the left foot. Root down through the hands and through the bridge of the left foot. Let the right knee lift up. And then step it way back into three-legged dog. Downward dog variation. Little surprise, yes? Gaze forward, step. Now the right foot all the way forward in between your hands. Drop the left knee down for a low lunge. Wake up the ankle of the left foot by letting the top of the left foot come down onto the earth. Big inhale, big lift and opening of the heart as you reach the arms up and over your head. Find the thumbs, interlace them, spread your fingers nice and wide. I like to wiggle and wobble in there a little bit. And then sink it on in, directing the tailbone now towards that front right heel as you lift up through the heart. Maybe gaze up, look up, and breathe. On your exhale, drop both hands to your right knee and then press into the right knee, a little more traction as the heart lifts up, and then press into the right foot enough to where you come more to center. We're going to wake up the front of the left thigh now. So bend your left knee, reach back with the left hand, catch a hold, draw the knee in a little bit. Remember to keep scooping the tailbone and lifting up through the heart. Stay here or find the balance by reaching back with the right hand, and you'll clasp the ankle or your foot as you roll the shoulders back and down and lift, 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 lift. Waken the heart. Breathe. Maybe let the gaze lift up. Throat is open. Heart is open. Breathing. Finding that internal play of waking up. Yes? Wiggling and wobbling. Drop that left foot down. Pause. And then lengthen the hamstring of that right leg. Dig the heel in as the toes reach back towards your heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale and melt. Inhale and lift. Exhale, melt. One more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale and melt. Heart down towards that knee. Press the right sit bone back. Lengthen the heart forward. Shoulders roll back and down. Eyes are soft. Jaw are soft. Maybe gaze down so the back of the neck gets a nice stretch. And then find some centering action by pressing down through the left shin. Nicely done. Forward you go, both hands either side of that right foot. You'll tuck the left toes under, lift up to the back of the left knee. Finding this low lunge here, and then let's take it up for crescent. Reach up, stretch up. Hands come down halfway, rotate both shoulders forward, interlace the hands back behind you. Once again, you'll roll the shoulders back and down, maybe straightening out through the arms, maybe the palms, the base of the palms come together, and you'll lift and open the heart, lean it way back, and maybe the hands graze the back of that left thigh. Breathe. Finding that touch of the hamstring here. A lot going on here, but can you breathe into that back standing leg and feel that strength and the lift of the pelvis off of the legs and the spine out of the pelvis. Nicely done. Back to center. Reach up. Exhale, let's ground that. Bring both hands down either side of that right foot. Step it back into plank pose. Exhale your way back, downward facing dog. Bend one knee and the other. So single leg, tippy toe, tippy toe, tippy toe, tippy toe. Ground, let a feel your hands rooted into the earth, the feet rooted into the earth. The tailbone is lifting such that it draws the rib cage back, the navel towards the heart. Drop your head and shake it out. Okie dokie, other side. Left leg lifts, point, and flex. Draw yourself forward. Down goes the left knee. Out goes the left shin. Spin the back foot flat. Open the heart, and this time to the right. Breathe, 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 breathe. Right, these channels of the heart. Down the arms into the hands. One hand is grounded. One hand is touching the sky. Finding that connection of awakening. Both the earth energy and the sky energy. Maybe that left ear drops down to the left shoulder, and then spin that right arm up and over your head. Rotate that right shoulder back just a little bit. Tailbone drops down towards the right heel. And feel that breath from the tip of the tailbone up to the crown of the head. There's a lifting of the right rib cage and of the left rib cage. Ultra gorgeous. Yes. Breathe. Enjoy. All right. On your exhale, you'll spin yourself groundward. Right hand plants. Spin onto the right toes. Left knee lifts. Step it on back, three-legged dog. Lift, gaze forward, step forward, and lower. Right knee down. Top of the right foot as you're ready. Swoop it on up. Good, glorious morning stretch. Yes, those thumbs catch each other and the fingers spread nice and wide. It's a big stretch in the hands, all the way to the fingertips. Down the body, all the way into the toes. Right, become this vehicle, this vessel of awakening. Breathe. Observing spaces inside that perhaps you've never seen or seen freshly. All right, exhale, both hands up. Bring them up. Straighten out the arms, lift the heart, traction yourself tall. And then draw it back so that the hips are a little bit aligned, not so open, but more squared. The hip bones lift, and then feel play into the balance as you lift that right shin up and reach back with your right hand. The closer that the heel comes towards your hip, the deeper the stretch. You might stay with one hand. You might find the balance with both hands reaching back. Yes, the heart unobstructed. Shoulders back and down. Heart lifts. Breath flowing. Feel the hips get heavy. The tailbone now reaching towards that right knee, and then draw the tailbone towards that left heel. All right, these little micro visits of the spine. breathing, awakening. And gracefully, you release the right hand and the left. Hands find their way now either side, and we'll dive into the hamstring of that left side. Root through the left heel, lift the heart. Exhale and fold. You lift on your inhale, and you surrender on the exhale. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, heart to the knee. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, we'll come more to the static hold here as you draw the left sit bone back and root through the right shin, squaring the hips. Navel to the spine, a smidge, a little lift of the kidneys on the back body. You might walk the hands forward, diving in a little deeper, left sit bone back. Enthusiastic all the way through the toes. Feel that enthusiasm of waking up all the way from the toes to your fingers. And fingers to toes. Nicely done. Low lunge. Tuck your right toes under, lift up through the back of the right leg. Lay crescent. Crescent, that phase of the moon that's just coming out of the dark moon and beginning to wake up to its shine. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe down the back standing leg. Let your breath and your ability to shift your attention and awareness wake you up. Wake up, wake up. Yes, exhale, both hands down. Here we go. Root through the hands. Step your way back to plank pose, and this time we'll lower ourselves all the way down onto the earth. Yes? Tops of the feet find their way down onto the earth. And we'll find a beautiful supported earth-bound front body opener. Walk the hands out in front of you. Fingertips. Wiggle the fingertips in one direction, the toes in the other. A little side-to-side action. And then continue that journey coming up into the fingertips. Let your head lift, your heart lift, shoulders lift. On the shoulders, roll back and down. The shoulder blades way back behind you. The heart lengthens forward. Stretch out through the toes. Feel that lift of the ribs. Few deep breaths here. You might begin to walk the hands back. Finding a little bit more of a back bend, but finding that beautiful stretch, particularly in the front of the body. Breathe. While grounded here on earth. One more inhale. Exhale. Like rib by rib, lower yourself down onto the earth. Good. This time you'll guide the hands back, rest the hands on top of each other. Drop your forehead to the top of the hand so that nice supported length from the crown of the head all the way to the tip of the tailbone. Breathe. Let a deep exhale happen. Taking a prone shavasana. Take a few deep breaths. Giving your head a place to rest on your own hands, which are the motor organ of the heart. Breathe from the tip of the toes to the middle of the brain. Okie dokie, gentle movement here. Bend your knees, a little windshield wiper side to side. Windshield wiper side to side. Drop your both feet down. Slide the hands underneath your shoulders. Back up to tabletop. A gentle, and walk the knees in a little bit. It's just a very sweet, gentle cat and cow. And then make your way to a seat to integrate together. Settle in, big inhale, big exhale. Let the hands gather right at the heart center. Take a moment and just notice how you feel. Thank you so much. I enjoyed our practice together this morning. Namaste. Lots of love. Lots of love. Yes, yes, yes.